we have an attribute-based activity solution. Here, we're going to assign an attribute a value as our moldings arrive. So let me go ahead and right-click on this arrival route. Go ahead and click on Properties to open up the properties for this model. And here in Logic, let me go ahead and I'll open up the Logic window. We've gone ahead and with having an attribute assigned to this model called a defective molds, we're using a local variable called var1, and we're setting var1 equal to random 10, so that's going to have var1 equal a random number between 0 and 10. And if var1 equals 1, we're going to have it the attribute a defective molds equal 1. If it's anything else, we'll have the a defective molds equal 0. So as our entities arrive into our system, they're going to evaluate this local variable, and depending upon what the local variable equals for each entity, we're going to assign an attribute called a defective molds, either a value of 1 or 0. Once we have our attribute assigned, we then use logic to assign a process time based on the value of our attribute. So I'll go ahead and open up the logic for our activity inspect and clean. Looking at the logic, we have an if statement in the logic. So if the a defective molds equals 1, they'll wait for a normal distribution of about 2 minutes. If it equals 0, then they'll wait for a different normal distribution of about 0.6 minutes. So using the a defect molds attribute, we're able to determine how long we need to wait depending upon what the value of that attribute equaled. This is another way that we can assign a process time to our entities at this activity.